Hello again, A Day with Caleb, and we are back with our series Unknown Gems. This video or episode covers the 1995 comedy action film Bushwhacked with Daniel Stern. Let's get right into it. Bushwhacked is a 1995 adventure comedy directed by Greg Beeman, his last theatrical film before moving over to direct TV films for Disney Channel, also marking Brad Sullivan's last theatrical film before retiring in 2000. This film follows Mad Max Grabowski, delivery man, who is charged with delivering a package to a millionaire. He stumbles across a fire in the mansion. Turns out he was being set up in this fire, and they pointed to him doing the crime, so the police are after him and this millionaire and his people, all after him. He finds out the final package was to be mailed or delivered onto Devil's Peak. He impersonates, when getting there, a scoutmaster so he could ultimately find Devil's Peak and try and get his name into the good graces, I guess, so he can be found innocent in all of this. So he and the kids, since he is impersonating a scoutmaster, scale Devil's Peak, the mountain. They find the millionaire and the package, and ultimately they clear his name. The cast: Daniel Stern as Max Grabowski, John Paletto as Agent Palmer, Brad Sullivan as Jack Eckerson, Ann Dauld as Agatha Peterson, Anthony Held as Rehernet Bragdon, Tom Wood as Agent McMurray, Blake Bashoff as Gordy Peterson, Corey Carrier as Ralph, Michael Giletto as Danny Jarecki, Michael P. Brown as Mr. Fishman, Natalie West as Mrs. Fishman, Max Goldbluff as Barnhill, Ari Greenberg as Milton Fishman, Joanna Michaels as Kelsey Jordan, Michael O'Neill as John Jordan, Jane Morris as Beth Jordan, Paul Ben Victor as Donna's father, and Art Evans as Marty. So this was an interesting one, Bushwhacked. Comment down below if you remember seeing Bushwhacked. I think this one and a lot of the films in this series we did watch first on cable TV, so that is cool. And this one, we had seen Home Alone, so we knew Daniel Stern from that, but he was in a bunch of these kind of interesting films as well. I think we did see Bushwhacked after Home Alone 1 and 2, so that's neat. And this one, kind of a unique one, kind of a unique premise. Daniel Stern playing a delivery man who suddenly becomes a scoutmaster to clear his name and climb the mountain, even though clearly he has no mountain climbing experience. If you've watched the film, you know that. But interesting one to cover. Comment down below your favorite Daniel Stern movie. Is it Home Alone 1 or 2? Or is it, in fact, Bushwhacked? I don't think a lot of people would have Bushwhacked as their favorite. But it is an interesting one to look at, especially with climbing, with kids, with clearing your name, all these type of things. And a cool one in the pile, and there are surprisingly a lot more childhood films that I've yet to cover in this series that we'll eventually get to. I don't think there's any more Daniel Stern. I think we've covered the two we're going to cover, because you're not going to cover Home Alone 1 or 2. Those are very well known. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode of Unknown Gems featuring Bushwhacked, Daniel Stern. Was it in your childhood favorites list? Have you seen it? You may not have seen it. Go and check it out if you haven't. I believe it's readily available on eBay. Not sure if it ever got a DVD release, but it's at least on VHS. So go out and enjoy it with all these unknown gems. Go and see them if you haven't. Until next time, like, subscribe, share with a Daniel Stern movie lover, and keep collecting.